Welcome to a brand new episode of Lunch with Doug, a unique and fun experience brought to you by the creative minds at the Music Exerbia Project. We're here today thanks to the generous support of our esteemed sponsors. John's Barbershop, located at 121 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Walk-in only, no appointment needed. American Legion Post number 2, located at 402 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Newly remodeled with a clean, fresh look, gaming machines, and new smoke heaters. Open to the public. Express Printing and Hydro Dipping, Nevada's #1 full-service shop. Print, signage, banners, decals, hydrographics, tinting, and headlight restoration. Located at 14138 East Highway 54, just west of Mr. D's, 417-448-6444. The Precision Coffee Company, located at 224 East Walnut in Nevada, Missouri. Coffee, organic teas, specialty coffee drinks, smoothies, and fresh baked pastries. We're your local. All right, back with you all in Lunch with Doug. As promised, I'm on the phone with Tori Goodman. How are you doing, Tori?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Well, I'm really excited. The listeners may not know this yet, but if they didn't read the title, but you are in the band High Class Vagabonds. That's right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Tell me how you, or tell me what you do in the band for one thing, but how you guys got your band together.
So I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitar player. Our band is kind of funny. So we call ourselves an indie rock band, but I kind of go with Americano groove rock. We got a whole bunch of different terms because every song has its own sound. But our band is consisted of my wife, who's the drummer. So my wife drums. So I told my wife, I said, we're gonna do this music that I write, and I'm hoping you'll drum. And so she decided to drum for me. And then the lead guitar player is actually my dad. He is an old man that just rips up the guitar. We call him a white Santana. So then we got a bass player who's a Pacific Islander, and he's new to our band. He brings a little bit of slap bass. He just brings a whole different feel to it. So we're kind of excited. Like I said, he's new. We played just recently our first show with him, and looking forward to playing a full show next weekend.
Right on. Sounds good. Now your last name is Goodman, and I know that John Goodman went to school in Springfield. You're from the Springfield area. So are you related to the actor John Goodman?
I am related to John Goodman, but I'm not related to the actor John Goodman. I'm related to Jon Goodman. He was, as far as I know, he was not in any movie.
Now, John Goodman, the Jon John Goodman, is your dad.
Yes, sir.
So
yeah,
he is also in your band.
Yeah, so there was a point where I was like, is it really rock and roll to have my dad in my band? But when you meet my dad, he is the epitome of rock and roll. And he can play the guitar. Yeah, he can play that thing. So he's getting a little hard to communicate on stage because he doesn't like to listen to what we're saying. But he can make that guitar sing. That's for sure.
Nice. Well, that's probably every guitarist on stage. None of them like to listen, right?
Especially the lead guitar player.
Yeah.
They never pay.
They think they're the boss. That's funny. It's funny. So I liked your description of your music. That's great. I've got a picture of this this kind of thing that's going to be fantastic. So we're going to have you guys in Nevada on the west side of the square for First Saturday of the Square coming up this weekend. And that's very exciting to have. You guys you're gonna showcase songs that you've written, like you say, and it's gonna be a new experience for the people, and they're gonna get more than they're bargained for this week for sure.
Yeah, I would say so. We play no covers, so we write all our own songs. some of them got good stories behind them, and that I'll be sharing also. But yeah, we write it. We let the music go where it wants. Um, I'm always a big Tom Petty, the Wallflowers, the Refreshments. If I can throw you back.
Oh, are you serious? I love that band.
I love Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers. Now I love the Refreshments. So I take a lot of that, but so I write the songs, but when I write the songs, I bring them to the band, and they have their we'll call it artistic liberties. So we just kind of let the song go where it wants to go. I try not to get pigeonholed into making it sound like something. We are big 90s alternative fans. So I would love if somebody said, "Hey, you guys have a good 90s alternative feel." I would love to hear that. But yeah, we try not to worry too much about where the song goes. It just goes where it's supposed to go. That's my thoughts on it.
I love it, man. I'm excited even more just talking to you about it. Especially you said you're a fan of the Refreshments. Nobody, yeah. I mean, I say nobody. There's a lot of people that still know that band, but most of your household people don't know those songs.
No, you're one of the first person that knew who I was talking about.
You know, the funny thing is, they're like one of my favorite bands, and I'm actually acquainted with Roger, and he's actually been on the show of all things.
I saw them here in Springfield maybe 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness, where'd they play at?
At a Southbound Bar and Grill.
Oh
on
man,
Sunday night.
I had no idea.
I told my wife, I said, "We're going."
I totally didn't hear about her. I'd have went.
Yeah, it was. I don't even know where I saw it on Facebook or something, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to go," because the Fizzy Fuzzy Big and Buzzy was my jam.
Oh yeah. That's great. Yeah, I like them guys. In fact, my story goes, I had this acoustic guitar I used to carry around with me all the time. I went to see them in Oklahoma. And I mean, I drove out specifically to see them because I was on layover from tour. You know, I still had some time.
Yeah.
And so I was off, and I was like, I got to go see them. Never can see them because I'm always working. So I went and saw him. I took the guitar with me. He literally signed it. He played the theme song to King of the Hill on my guitar, on my acoustic. And he signed, I mean, the whole band signed it. It was awesome. So
nice. Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, yeah, I'll play it for you. And I was like, awesome, dude. Because there was somebody else, I think, that was saying, like, they were like, I was just like, sign my guitar, you know. And someone else was there, and they were like, well, if you sign it, you got to play it. And he's like, well, all right.
Nice.
That was cool.
Nice. Oh yeah, they're one of my favorites. They are absolutely one of my favorites. So we actually incorporate some songs about Mexico and sombreros and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Just
well, heck, you need to network with them and get on that. They have that big festival, Circus Mexicanas or whatever.
Yeah,
that they put on, and they're like they own some land or property down in Mexico.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've heard of that.
I guess it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Like that, you're talking like 20,000 people or something like that.
Yeah. What I've heard is pretty crazy, and they do some of their Refreshment covers with Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers, and then they got some good original music coming from them, that group too. It's the drummer and Roger Clyne, the original drummer from the Refreshment, and then the bass player and the guitar player are not from the Refreshment.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they've had PH NAFTA, I think's how you say his name, the drummer.
Yeah.
And then they got different bass player, and they have traveled. When I saw them, they had a guy named Steve Larson playing with them. Who's Steve Larson? If you've ever heard that song where they said they sound like Dead Hot Workshop.
Yeah.
Steve Larson was Dead Hot Workshop's guitar player.
Yeah. I've heard that story before.
Yeah.
Maybe he said it when they were up. Maybe he was playing when I saw him in Springfield. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know when he left the band, but he was with them when I saw him. He was with them for a long, long time. But I don't know who the guitar player is now.
Yeah. No, they're definitely on my list. They're one of my favorites. So.
That's amazing.
So if we ever got that, I'll be like, hey, you guys got that little bit of Refreshments feel to you. Like,
yeah. If you're vibing on that, I love their sound, man. I love it.
Honestly, man, we got we've got songs that sound like a blues rock song, like the record company or somebody. We've got songs that sound a little bit on that Hispanic side. We got I mean, we're just kind of everywhere. I can't even. It's kind of weird, but we're just kind of everywhere. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but for me, I have a little bit of twang in my voice, so I try not to go too country on them. I tell the guys, I don't care what you play, but I don't really want to be a country band, so make me not sound too country. so, but yeah, we've got, it's really hard to narrow down what we sound like, which I think might be a good thing.
Yeah, that's a great thing. You're not pigeonholed into any one thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think where music is, like me, I absolutely hate genre. I mean, I don't hate genre, like as far as I like lots of styles of music, and I do like it as it is an indicator, but not really. Genre to me is just like something that can help you find in a record store. But now that we don't have the record stores like we used to, I mean, people are consuming it on the internet now, so they're consuming it by what else it kind of, each song gets like pinned with other songs it sounds like. So if you listen to, say you listen to Johnny Cash, but you'll listen to his Hurt album, and then you play, that on autoplay on a one of the streaming platforms, it's going to suggest you songs that go with that. So it's going to pick up that it was, he did the covers on that album. So it's going to put you some Nine Inch Nails with Johnny Cash. However, if you went and played like traditional Johnny Cash, like playing one of his, older tunes that were, then it's going to put a bunch of old country with it. It's amazing.
Hank Williams and Willie Nelson on that one.
So that's how people are finding music now, by what they like more than,
Yeah. No, yeah. And I think it can get, if everything sounds the same, if you can fit as a band in one genre, if you say, how you call it. I don't know that there's a lot of, that to me, that means everything's sounding the same. And,
then you're just, yep. That's,
so hopefully we're doing something right by not sounding the same.
Yeah, I think you are. I think you're on the right track, especially when you're writing your own songs. And that's what I tell people nowadays. Like, I'm like, they'll say, well, what genre are you? And I'm like, I really don't know what I am. and the best answer is to give a description. But you did that earlier with your Americana, description. So that kind of, it makes you know that it's like, it's Americana, but it's not going to be just like every Americana song. That really, you really did kind of open that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then if you go putting that on the internet, there's not going to be that answer if you're trying to label yourself.
No, it's impossible. I call it groove rock because I feel like some of our songs are kind of heavy. Some of them are kind of mellow. Most of them are kind of just in that groove. Like, if you're just kind of house party, not getting real crazy, but not falling asleep. So we call it groove rock. I don't know.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, we've been playing for since, September of 23 was our first show. So we've mostly played Springfield area, but this will be our first kind of out of the Springfield area show. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a day of shopping, a day like a lot of what I do on the show here is, promote the Innovate area because we try to get, people up here and doing things. And this event is one of the best, like, as far as like the general public in town, they really love the event. Like, there's just like all these artesian people that are like 3D printing, doing 3D printing things. There's people that like sew things. They make, every type of thing is happening. Very cool. There's some bakers that bake stuff. There was like a probiotic soda pop guy. There was a root beer stand. There was a taco truck. It's just quite a little, and the downtown Nevada is really a cool place. So get to play in front of historic courthouse. It's one of the top 10 most historic courthouses in the nation. So we get a lot of people just coming down, taking pictures of the courthouse. You know, it's one of the things. So it's a neat downtown. It's going to be a good vibe, and hopefully you'll meet some new people. And if you're one of the listeners, you know, don't hesitate to go up and, you know, talk to the band when they're on their break. Check out their merch stuff. It's going to be a good experience.
Yeah, we're excited. We're really excited to come out and see the town. We're all about doing the shopping at the festivals and the street fairs and stuff, and supporting local. It may not be local for us, but it's local for you guys, and we support anything that people are doing for their local communities. You know how it is, live music, small time bands. You know, you gotta have that support, and so we want to give that support back. So we're excited. And I can definitely hit up some taco trucks. I'm definitely a taco truck guy.
I understand that for sure. Me too. That's usually one of my first stops in the morning.
Yeah.
I try to get there before they get too busy, because come, you know, about 11:30, the taco trucks got a line at it. And then sometimes they do get enough business that the, you know, some of the food vendors sell out of some of their items, you know, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's good. That's a good problem to have, really.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Taco trucks are kind of a good place I like to spend my time at a taco truck.
Yeah. And then one of the other advantages we've got on the square is we do have a Mexican restaurant just across the way. Okay. And, you know, they have a full bar and everything. So if you did want a tequila with your taco, you know, you could go over to the Mexican restaurant and have a taco and a tequila before the show or after the show or whatever. So that's a added bonus for us to have that going on downtown too. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, man, I'm getting more excited as you talk about this. But.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I actually, it's when you're in your own town all the time, you see the things on a regular basis. It kind of goes unnoticed. You're like, okay, yeah, we've got these things. But when you start like stepping back and saying, okay, so we got this really kind of independent ice cream shop down there. They make their own cones daily, you know, and all this stuff. We got a sewing shop downtown. We've got this really cool, it's called Kitchen Essentials. It's a really cool kitchen store that's got everything you wanted. You'd never expect quite a place like that in downtown. You go in there, and I mean, they've got every kitchen gadget you would ever need. And then they have some, I found some in there that I didn't even know existed. And I'm like, oh, and now I can't live without them, you know? So it's a really cool store. We got a game store like 4 blocks down. They have some of the best prices on like retro games and used or used games. They are just a cool store. And it's just a few blocks down. We got an art gallery. We have, what else we got down there? That's the stores. We've got a place called Interior Motives. That's just got all kinds of everything, but mostly they kind of specialize in, you know, decorations for your home and stuff like that. And then they've got some health and wellness stuff in there too. Then there's a little store called Nana Marie's, and it's just a variety shop. Then there's a little drink shop that does like these teas and these like, I don't know exactly what to call them. They're healthy energy type drinks that give you energy.
All right.
You know, and then just a couple blocks away, we got a Domino's and a McDonald's, you know, so, and there's a library and a community center. So there's a lot happening down there, really.
A lot going on. Yeah. Looks like I'm going to be spending the day just checking out the town after we play.
Well, you know, they'll be glad to have you for sure.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we're, man, like I said, we're excited. We were just talking today about it. We played this afternoon and starting to make plans, what time we're going and what our set looks like, what our set list is going to be. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it, and looking forward to seeing the town of Nevada and letting them hear our music and hopefully getting some good feedback from them.
Definitely. Now, before I get off the interview, now you guys got a website or a Facebook page anywhere they can?
So yeah, we got a Facebook page, High Class Vagabonds. I guess it would be at High Class Vagabonds on Facebook. We have an Instagram, also High Class Vagabonds. We got a few video clips up there, some pictures. We got a few maybe video recordings. We did like a picture video of some songs we recorded. So, yeah, recorded at my house, not professionally. We recorded them with my ability to watch YouTube videos on how to use Reaper and how to mix. So I decided I am not a studio engineer. I like to write music and play music. I don't like to mix music. So yeah, that's kind of where that's at. But yeah, it's on Facebook or Instagram, High Class Vagabonds.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'll put the link in the description on the podcast as well. So if wherever you're viewing this, then you'll probably see that link there. As you're listening, you can click that and go over and check out High Class Vagabonds. But better than that, come see them Saturday. They'll be performing at the First Saturday on the Square, Nevada, Missouri. That event starts at 10 a.m., goes till 3 p.m., and the band is going to perform somewhere in the middle of that. When they get set up and get going, they'll be there. So it's going to be a great day.
Yes, sir. It's going to be fun.
Thanks again, Tori, for talking to me on the podcast, and we'll see you this Saturday.
Yep, thank you.
Once again, thanks for spending your lunchtime with me today on this episode of Lunch with Doug. We're here today thanks to the generous support of our esteemed sponsors. John's Barbershop, located at 121 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Walk-in only, no appointment needed. American Legion Post number 2, located at 402 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Newly remodeled with a clean, fresh look, gaming machines, and new smoke heaters. Open to the public. Express Printing and Hydro Dipping, Nevada's #1 full-service shop. Print, signage, banners, decals, hydrographics, tinting, and headlight restoration. Located at 14138 East Highway 54, just west of Mr. D's. 417-448-6444. The Precision Coffee Company, located at 224 East Walnut in Nevada, Missouri. Coffee, organic teas, specialty coffee drinks, smoothies, and fresh baked pastries. We're your local.